I kind of carried on my trend of no. Did you like that hand move? I carried on my trend of no spends. Hi, I'm so glad you could join me today for my weekly cash stuffing and catch up with you. We're going to get started in the diary as per usual and let you know about my spending. So I kind of carried on my trend of no. Did you like that hand move? I carried on my trend of no spends. And then I've hit a bit of a spending spree, but all kind of legitimate spends still. So let's go from Friday. So a couple of pounds went in different directions for comic relief donations. Then I needed to give my colleague a contribution towards some birthday gifts that she's paid for. Then I went out for a delicious carvery meal with some friends of mine. And just as we were coming to the end of the meal, I overheard somebody say something about a blue light card. And I thought, oh, I'm going to ask them if they take a blue light card so I can get a discount. Sure enough, I got 15% off the whole bill. So we were really pleased about that. I didn't take a photo of my pudding, but pudding was delicious. It was a sticky toffee pudding with the toffee sauce was infused with an ale. Now, some of you might go, that's disgusting. It was really nice, really tasty. A bit sweet towards the end of it, but I had ice cream with it to balance it out. Really nice. And I just went for the beef because there was, for carvery, it was beef, gammon and turkey. Not a big fan of gammon and turkey. You know, I can live without. So just went for the beef. It was very delicious. So that was carvery meal. And then when it came to paying, like my friends paid a tip. So I was trying to sort out a tip and it just got a little bit confusing. I was trying to pay a little bit more, but anyway, it ended up to be £19.77, which isn't bad at all. Okay, coming on to Saturday, we popped to a big Asda with the family. They wanted to look around at some stuff, and I just came away with some Bourneville fingers. Did you know they existed? I don't know if I've still got them here or whether I put them away. Here they are, Bourneville fingers. Did you know that they did a dark chocolate fingers? Anyway, it reminded me of my dad. He likes dark chocolate, and I just thought it's something a bit different, isn't it? So I saved that as a present. And then while I was there, I couldn't resist some yogurt-coated rice cakes. Why are they so addictive? Like, I just can't have one. Do you know, like the chocolate-coated rice cakes or the yogurt-coated rice cakes? Yeah, but it's just made much more yummy than just normal rice cakes. I like rice cakes. Anyway, moving on to Sunday. I'm part of a wool destash group, and some wool came up where this lady was selling bundles of sort of scraps of colour. And I thought, oh, that might be worth it for doing my scrap blankets for charity rather than eating into my stash. So I did invest in some wool using my wool challenge money. So that came in handy. And that came to a total of £35 with postage. So I kept thinking, oh, that sounds a lot. But actually postage was about a £5. Plus I'm getting quite a lot of wool for my money. So that was fine. And then somebody was advertising 10 cans of Koppenberg cider on our local selling page for £5. I was like, oh, that's worth it. It's the nice kind of fruity one. So that was £5. So yeah, so I spent £40 on Sunday. Are you keeping up? And then today, I finally booked my colour analysis. So there's different options available. You can get colour and shape analysis. For styling, but if you want any online links, it costs more, and that wasn't available. So I went with the option of the colour and the shape analysis, but without the shoppable links, and that came to £70. I used my treat money for that. You need to take photos of your body shape and a photo of your face in daylight and stuff like that. So got my son to quickly take some photos of me in the garden. Nipped to the charity shop because my colleague and I said that we'd like to dress up as bunnies for work at school for Easter. So I've got a pair of bunny ears somewhere, and then I found these. Aren't they super cute? Hers are much nicer than mine. Anyway, these were only £1, so I thought, oh, perfect. They'll do for our bunny dress up. And then I bought a ladies' top because it was £3 in the sale, and it's brand new with its tags on, a capsule top for my mother-in-law, so I'm going to put that by for a present for her. And then I wanted to buy some more helium, and somebody said that Asda sells helium quite reasonably, so it was £25. Now I had a real fiddle faffle in the shop when I was trying to get the helium, because I suddenly thought, oh, I can get more discount using my blue light card. I know you can get discount on Jam Donut, but I don't actually have Jam Donut anyway. So I was trying to get this done and really mindful of the time, because the parking there was only an hour and I was coming up to my time and I couldn't work out how to do the voucher, so I left it. I put the canister back, drove off, parked somewhere else, and then found the voucher on my emails and managed to sort it. Made a little saving, like £24.12 it cost rather than £25, but hey, a saving is a saving, right? So today was a bit spendy at £98.12. Now, because I hadn't topped up my purse, I would have done it earlier in the day, but that's fine. So I'm going to do it now and just see what we've got here and what I need to stuff back in my purse. So I've got 40. Is that right? 20, 30. I've got £40 here. Let's see what I've got for change. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to put that £2 aside. So let's put the change aside, and then I'm going to, hold on a second, I want to change up some more coins. So number 4 is weeks longer. Okay, let's change this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just stick that in there for the minute so it doesn't confuse me. Oh, who did I see putting these in sideways? Can't remember who it was. Yes, look, it fits in. Anyway, right, so sorry, totally distracted. Okay, so £55 goes into my purse. So I've got 40, 45 and 50. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. It felt like it's been really spendy, but because I've taken some of the money out of gifts, like the helium, I was like, what can that come under? I don't want that to come out of like pennies in my pocket, so that's come out of gifts. Yeah, so I didn't cheat the system, I'm just working it, working the system. Okay, before I go on, let's put that £5 in the week ahead money. So weeks longer is basically that my purse money. So I divide some money for the month, and it's £55 a week, and I want a month where I don't have to take out money to put in here, so that's what I do. I save in the background towards that. So I'm going to take this £5 back out after I put it in so neatly. And it's going to go into weeks longer. Right, that's housekeeping done. Money is in there for purse, done. This is finished with. Let's bring out the challenges. And let's see if we've got any coins, which is nice for a change. One little measly 1p. Done. One measly 2p. Guess what? One measly 10p. And then a 50p. Alrighty, that's done. Bring on the penny. There she is. and pop those in. Okay, and then the 50p's going in here. And then we're left with a 20 and a 30 and a 40. Oh, I've got a £2 coin today. Forgot about that. I like £2 coins, so let's cross these off here. There we go. Bring on the emergency money pot. And it goes in there. Running out of room. Now, I might change up this 20 just to make this money spread a bit further. So unfortunately I don't have any fivers, I don't think. No fivers. Okay. So let's come in here and see what we can do. I wanted to maybe reallocate some money. So how much is left to go in here? So 10, 20 and £30 in here. Okay, let's do it. £30 going in. So that's challenge complete. Let's take this out and get this done. Nice. So this should have 90. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, hold on a second. I need to put this away. And I really want to reallocate this money as well. So I'll do that at some point. So I'm going to put that aside. I've got a tenner, but I want to put some in my pot and in my... Let's see if I can change this up somehow. Okay, let's just take out the fivers from here. And that way I do get to stuff the £5 binder. These poor fivers. Been a bit mistreated. Come on. There we go. Now, I thought I'd separated the Sharpie. Oops, that was a little bit skew-off, wasn't it? Never mind. Give that a waft. Yeah, put that Sharpie with that one. But I definitely want money to go into next year's pot, so that's going to go straight in there. Just like that. Now, I did have a little think about a face, and I can't remember what my face was now. Oh, can't remember. So we're going to do a sleepy face. Sort of sleepy. There we go. Right. What's next? Do the £1 coins. This is going a bit too quickly. I was enjoying playing with money. So £4, folks. I'm going to make this last. We're going to use this little one here. Here goes. We have a 2, so that's going into car. 1 goes into challenges. 5 goes into Christmas. Christmas is getting busy in here. 3, 2026 pot. Oh, that's it. I'm done. My voice went high up as if there was going to be another roll. Okay, so in challenges we've got £3. Car has £2. 2026 pot has £1 now. Weeks one goes got £4 now. Christmas, got no idea. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? 9. £9. When that gets to a tenner, I think I'll try and change it up for Christmas. And my choice is doing quite well as well. Let's have a look. This has got 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? For my choice, so that means I could put it where I'd like to. Okay, let's do some crochet catch-up time. Just realised I didn't hit record. I've just shown you my blankets and I'll be waffling on, so I've got to show you them all over again because I didn't hit the record button, but thankfully I've just realised. Okay, so I was showing you my scrap blanket that I'm still working on. This is a quarter of it. It's a large square and it's going to... I don't know how big I'm going to make it. I want it to be nice and big and cosy. So I'm still trying to locate a charity that I can get the blanket sent off to. Ideally a local charity, but if you know of anywhere that takes crochet and knitted blankets, can you let me know in the comments below? That'd be really handy. This one is really growing up nicely, but then I thought I'd save this or when I have my Easter holiday to get this finished. But this is coming out nice and stripily, if that's a word. It's nice and stripy. It's supposed to be a lap blanket, but I've actually made it quite long. But it'll be quite nice and snuggly, hopefully. So that's coming on nicely. I've finished one ball of wool already, and I'm already on to the second ball. So that's going great. And then my budget blankets, budget squares even. I've finally labelled them because don't rely on your memory. You think you're going to remember which is which, but it's easy to forget. So that was January's, February's, and this is March. Somebody said they wondered if I could do an all cream blanket. This is pretty close. So the cream represents no spends, and then the other colours represent some spend. This is the first time I've used this green colour actually, so it was quite nice to introduce that. So amazing really, the difference in the months with the spending. Yes, so that is my crochet catch-up for today. I'm so excited to do this reallocation video. So normally, if I complete a challenge, it just kind of melts away into, I don't know, either specific spends or just goes back into my budget. But this time round, I've actually completed a set of challenges and accumulated them. So now I can reallocate it back into my short and long-term sinking funds. So it's a really great way of doing it. I'm quite excited. Okay, so drum roll please. The total amount I've saved over these 3 challenges is £230. So I've saved £40 in Hanging There Dumpling, £100 in Got Your Number, and £90 into Panda Pop. So before I do my monthly cash stuff, I thought it'd be better to do this video now and reallocate the money, so then I can sort my budget out for the month. So, big deal, I have decided I'm going to save this £100 and I'm going to put it separately into my styling account to go towards next year. I have been talking about a possible trip to America, and I've got some money already saved for the air fare. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I thought I'm going to need money for the trip as well. So I'm going to put £100 straight into the bank aside for that. So it leaves me with, I think, £130 if I've done my maths correctly. So let's just double check that now. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, £130 left. So just to prove to you that there is £100 in here, which I think there is, let's just count this up. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, yes. And then I've decided where I'm going to reallocate the monies. So, saving for future needs. So Christmas is going to get a nice little wodge of £50. So this is now going to be saved up in the iris binder. The money that was in here, the 300, has gone into hyperjar now. So I'm just going to grab my iris binder and we're going to put in another 50 in here. So let's just get out the monies. So there's 10, there's another 10, 20, another 10. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to go for green today. get some of these crossed off. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then the next thing that's going to get some money is in here. Nope, it's not in here. Dentist is actually going to get 10 because I thought, oh, it's an easy way to kind of bulk this up without having to wait too long. And then holiday, I wanted to get this finished, so this is going to get 30. Which I think completes my colouring in. Yes, it does. So let's get this coloured for the Easter holidays. So this is a lot of money, but we are away for a little while over Easter, and any rollover money will go into the next holidays as well. So this isn't going to be just purely for Easter, but that's a great big chunk in there. So it should be 320. Let's count that one up. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 320, fully funded. Fantastic, all done. The next one is going to be maintenance money, which is self-care, any kind of products. Now I am going to spend some money out of here. So it's got 100 in at the moment. I'm going to split it. So 10 for self-care, and I'm going to put in 10 for the optician money as well, which I'm kind of recording on the same thing. And just like that, the money gets distributed. But that is such a great boost to things that I'm already wanting to save up for. So I'm going to colour in some eyes. Give that an extra tick. So I don't know when my optician is due, but this is just to get saving for when I do need to go to the opticians, because inevitably you're going to need new glasses, and you know the drill. Okay, that was super exciting. I love doing that. Great. Money saved where you need to, just by saving from my weekly purse money and put into challenges. So thank you to Grounded Budgets and to Dilly Dally Budgets for the challenges. And don't forget to come back and watch I've got my monthly cash stuffing coming up at some point. So I'll leave you back with the end of the other video. All right, bye for now. Then nip to the charity shop. It's called a charity shop. What did I call it last time? Crochet catch up. Crochet. Oh, I forgot what I've called it. Crochet. I think it was crochet catch up. I'm so excited to. I'm so excited.